Hey guys, this is Lumberjack Hash here with the fancy mustache. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of how I do my background painting for my smoking art. Basically with everybody else that does this, it's pour art or puddle art or modern, I don't know exact terminology for it, but I don't do it like everybody else does. There's many terms for it, many techniques. I just go off top, just whatever I feel like doing at the time. Right here I'm using latex. A lot of people use acrylics. Right now I'm spraying a Pro Dry Lube into the cup. It's gonna help the paint release from the cup so that I get all my paint onto my canvas. I'm spraying extra in the first cup to mix in with my paint, my first color paint, because that's gonna help it not mix with the other paints, because I kind of want them to show through it, like separate from each other. It's gonna put a nice detailed texture type look on it. I'm just randomly spraying paint on the canvas too as well. It's just really, it's art. It's whatever you feel like is gonna happen, what you feel like doing. It's your expression. I just have fun with it. So you know, all this paint that I have here is latex. It's from my work. I build custom convention displays, and this is all paint from certain jobs that are probably never gonna come back. So all this that I'm using here is free. Relatively cheap. That's why I'm using latex, because it's free. I don't want to go spend money on something until I decide I want to and branch out to that. I'm gonna let this play, and then when I start pouring my paint out, I'm gonna come back and talk to you a little bit more. So right here, if you didn't know, latex is water-based. So I'm actually just thinning out the paints so that they could spread over each other a little bit better. Leave some of them thicker, some of them thinner. Just keep in mind that if you use too thin of a paint, it's gonna wanna muddy up and mix with the other paints a little bit more. If you use them thicker, it's gonna be a little harder, but the paint won't move as much as you would want it to. And it'll take a lot longer to dry. So right here is just me thinning them out, making them to my consistencies that I like or I want at the time, and then I have fun with it, you know? I'm just doing constant different color pours on top of other colors inside the cups. The higher you pour, the more it's gonna drop to the bottom and mix. The lower you pour into the cup, the more it'll sit on top of the other paint. So like it just creates different layers and different mixes and swirls and stuff. Man, that water bottle really needs to move. Let's just go ahead and move that. As you can see, I'm just literally grabbing random bottles out of the box and choosing colors. And it's really just a random thing that's going on in my head. As you can tell, I am an artist. It just comes to me as I go. I try to plan stuff out, more of the end result, like what pictures I'm gonna use after. Right here, I'm about to start pouring. You can see I do a little swirly back and forth. Some paints are thicker. There was actually a little dry chunk of black in there I had to pull out at the end. This is just literally just making little pours and little different styles of texture. I dump the cup over to let the paint drop out. Right here, I'm about to mix and swirl a little bit, and you know, just make a little, like, the colors to mix before I pour them out, so it creates a different kind of a texture when I move the cup. See, I did like 3 or 4 different styles on here. There was the pour art, there was the I forgot what it's called, where you flip the cup upside down. And right now I'm just gonna let the paint run back and forth to create different styles, different little textures of paint, little swirls, and different kinds of consistencies. It takes a lot of time. Just go patient with it, just let it run, do where you feel like you want it to turn and go. You can always add more to it as you see fit. It's literally just a waiting and fun waiting game. Like, you see what comes. I'm adding more paint right now because I didn't think that there's enough on this side. Just have fun with it, you guys. Just have fun. Period, point blank. Have fun with it. So right here, I'm about to start adding more paint to it because there wasn't enough for it to go all the way around and reach all the edges of the canvas, which you want to cover the whole canvas unless you have pre-painted it and you wanted a void spot, like a solid color. I'm actually pouring the paint back into a cup because I plan on pouring that back onto the canvas. No wasting paint here, even though I waste a lot on the bench. As you can see, the end result now is a lot different from when it started in the middle. Crazy, a lot of different extra stuff here. I'm adding more paint, a little more effects to it. Like this one literally is just a crazy effect. Like sometimes I go less colors. I just went a little wild with a lot of colors here. I didn't use any white. I don't know how there's like a whitish patch right there down on the bottom. Kind of weird to me, but whatever. That's what happens. Paint does what paint does. It's not really something you can, you know, see what's gonna happen before it happens when you do this style of painting. It's not like taking a brush and painting in the lines. This is just a random throw the paint on the canvas and it does what the canvas does. You know, you kind of have some control, but not really. It's more up to what happens, you know, just like life, what happens. And I'll have to go put it somewhere so it can dry. That's most important. Find somewhere so it can dry, be safe, no dust, no debris get on it. I kind of wish I would have edited this part of the video out. I'm still learning, but bear with me here. This is going to be a couple minutes of just a bench. I went to go place this on my drying rack, and then I'll be back. I'll show you my hands, my dirty paint hands. I should have been wearing gloves. You guys take better preparation. I just do it randomly as it comes to my head. I don't really take too much prep to it. I just do it. Let me take this chance to tell you to please hit that like and subscribe button. It'll help me out. I'm just starting on my channel. I do a lot of art, a lot of music reviews. I'm gonna start pranking my girlfriend. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff on here and learn to see what I can do, learn YouTube, learn video editing. So if further ado, please hit that like and subscribe button. This is Lumberjack Hash with a fancy mustache. Thank you. Come pop over onto my social media Instagram at wheredahashb, at WHEREDA hash HASHB, the letter B. Check out all my art, all the new stuff. I post there a lot more, and then I make my videos and post them on YouTube at wheredahashb. Yeah, my dirty hands. This piece though came out really nice. I didn't expect it. It's really dope. I like the black and the green to the white. It's a lot for the eye to take in. It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait to add the picture to it.